Look in there. Oh, come on. Look at that. Bakewell pudding. We've got that nice puddingy top there, that eggy almond. You've got that jam in there and that puff pastry. That is one of the best accidents in cooking, by far. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're doing a recipe from the 19th century. It was created by mistake. We're making the Bakewell Pudding. Not the Bakewell Tart, that's already on the channel. There's a link up here now. We're making the Bakewell Pudding. Now the Bakewell Pudding was created by mistake, but what a mistake. I mean, come on. It's been around from the 19th century. Okay, it's not as popular as the Bakewell Tart, which is everywhere and cakes everywhere, but the Bakewell Pudding is well deserved. And it's a very simple, easy recipe to put together. We're using store-bought puff pastry, so it makes it a lot easier. We don't have to make it. So let's crack on and do it. We've got some butter in here. Now we've got some sugar in there. And we're just going to cream it together. Now I've got a fairly wide bowl because obviously I need to shorten video. Now what you do is you don't make a big job out of it, okay? It's only a bit of a job. So a little bit of scraping down there. And then what we're going to do, because we're mixing egg and our ground almonds, we are going to mix a bit together actually, just to stop the egg from curdling. However, we're just going to go in this bowl with, now I think, just about half a teaspoon of almond extract for this size of recipe. Right, we're going to go in there. In fact, we're just going to go in there with all our egg. And we're going to chuck all our ground almond in there. And then we're just going to give it a mix. Little scrape down. And we'll give it another quick beat, and that is our pudding mix. That's done. Okay, I'm using the high Sapientia air fryer oven, 24 litre, and we are going to put it on to preheat whilst we put this pie together. So we're going to preheat it at 180. So that's our mix, one side. Now this is an 8-inch pie tin. It's not even loose bottom, it's just a pie tin. Take our already rolled puff pastry and we're going to put it in there. Now I have lined this, I always line my trays. It's just easy to get out, it just normally just plops out, you know. So that goes in here. There's our tin, there's our pastry in there. Dump it in. Get it dumped in there. Spin it round, dump it in. You don't have to be careful on this. It's puff pastry, it's going to puff up while it's cooking. That adds to the charm of the Bakewell pudding. This is one of those that doesn't have to be all fancy, you know. Now I'm just going to trim that like that. I'm going to take this off like that. And this one like that. Now hopefully it's going to puff up. So that is it. Nothing difficult about this one. In there with your jam. And it's a good layer. Don't be frightened of putting it in. Don't forget, lick the spoon. Oh. And then all we do is put the mix in there. Now try and come up the centre if you can, and then it will just push out to the sides. Some of it's going to come out naturally, and the rest you're just going to have to help on its way. But if you start in that middle there, and then just in there like that, that is our pudding. It's easy as that. On a tray. Okay, and that's going in the oven. It's going to go in the oven for about 25 minutes, somewhere around about there, and hopefully it'll puff up. So let's get that in there. And we want a time on there for about 25 minutes. Okay, I've just brought it down to 160 because I think it's cooking too quick. I think the temperature is too high. It looks absolutely superb, but I'm actually going to cover it with tin foil and shove it back in again. You know, trial and error with an oven like this. It looks superb. Let's not lose it by burning it. Let's wrap it, shove it back in, carry on cooking at a lower temperature for the recommended time that I think. So it's straight on there with some aluminium foil. Now try not to squash the pastry down too much. We just want a bit of a covering on there. In it goes. So it's back in, covered. It's only got about another 11 minutes. It should be okay. We would have saved it. This is the thing about baking. Keep an eye if it's going too quick. Obviously the temperature's too high. Turn it down, cover up. Simple as that. Not to worry. I think that's about got it. I think we're going to have that out of there actually. Let's get it out and have a look. Take off this tin foil. I think that's got it. That's coming out. And there you have it. That looks like any Bakewell pudding that I've had before. Now it might sink a little bit. If it does, don't worry about it. It is a pudding. It is quite loose inside. It's not like a cake. So when it cools down, we will try and get that out of there. Okay, all we got to do now is figure a way of getting this out of here onto a different plate. I think we're just going to do this. Oh, looking lovely. Looking lovely. There we go. Bakewell pudding out. Looks superb. So all we got to do now is get in there and cut some out. So come on, let's just get in here. Just cut it open. Oh. Oh, come on. Look in here. Look in there. There we go. Bakewell pudding. Oh, that looks tremendous. Oh, come on. Look at that. Bakewell pudding. We've got that nice puddingy top there, that eggy almond. You've got that jam in there and that puff pastry. Let's give it a taste test. Oh, look at that there. Obviously puff pastry is store-bought, absolutely fantastic. In here. In here. Pull it apart. Oh, look at that. That's our eggy type almond topping with our jam and our pastry. Come on. And don't forget, this is a pudding and not a tart. So it's going to have like a puddingy texture to it. Oh, That is absolutely flipping marvellous. That, and oh, this is still warm. Oh, serve this with custard. Oh my word. Or vanilla ice cream. That is truly, oh, that is a fantastic, fantastic pudding. Oh, that is superb. That is one of the best accidents in cooking, by far. The Bakewell Tart obviously has got frangipane in, which can be a little bit overpowering sometimes, you know. We've had more control of this because we've only put in half a teaspoon of almond extract, and I tell you, it is more than enough. It's a fantastic flavour through this with the raspberry jam. That is incredible. Now, if you're lucky enough to have had Bakewell pudding before, leave a comment. Did you actually have it in Bakewell? This is tremendous. My own opinion over tart and pudding, I love this. I absolutely love this Bakewell pudding by a long margin. Serve it with custard or ice cream. It is an absolutely fantastic dessert created by mistake in the Derbyshire town of Bakewell. That is proper English food right there. I absolutely love that. If you like what we're doing, don't forget, smash that like and subscribe. Share with your friends. All that kind of stuff. We'll catch you in the next video.